Hi everyone, I'm really excited about today's video. I will be showing you all how to make this awesome little jumpsuit. It has these really cute flares at the bottom. And this is the Petite Stitchery Bitty Bells pattern. Sorry, I had to figure out what that was. Okay, yes, Petite Stitchery Bitty Bells pattern. And we are making the jumpsuit version. It does come with a few different variations, but I really like this one. I will include a link to the pattern in the description of this video. You will also find a picture of what this looks like on. I know I get some questions about what the items look like on. I try to include a link to that as well in the description, and any other information that I think you guys might need. Just look there and it should be there. Okay, but enough of me talking, let's just get started. This pattern has a few different variations, so I'm going to show you the pattern pieces that I have. We have the full flare, this is the back, we're going to cut two of those mirrored. We have the full flare, and this is the front, and we're going to cut those as well mirrored. And then I have this jumper waistband, and we're going to cut 4 of these. This is cut 2 on fold for main and lining, which really just means cut 4 on the fold. And the size I'm making today is 24 months. I like this pattern company because when you print out a size, it'll already have it labeled for you. So just make sure when you're going out to print that you are printing the full flare option for the bottoms and the jumper waistband for the top. Here I have them all cut out already. I folded this little piece so you can see that I did in fact cut it mirrored. Mirrored just means that you're going to have one side, right side this way, and the other one, right side the other way. So you're going to have a left and right essentially. Same thing for the legs. And then I have the 4 of the jumper waistband. So the first thing we're going to do is work on this jumper piece. So you're just going to put 2 of the pieces right sides together like this, and then we're going to sew right up here. You're going to do the same thing for the other side. So sew here and sew here. I believe the seam allowance is in the pattern, but I'm just going to use a 1/4 seam allowance. So serger or sewing machine, whatever you want. Sew these 4 parts here. Okay, the first step is done, and now we're going to open them up like this and put them right sides together. So all that means is we're going to flip one on top of the other so that the right side of the fabric is touching each other, and you want to line up these seams, and all we're going to do is sew all around the neck area. Just sew all around. Next, we're going to take one side of the pieces and put them inside the hole, and then flip it all so that everything is now wrong sides touching. So now the wrong sides are going to be together. And here is where we're going to have a little fun. We're going to do the burrito roll. So I'm sure there's other videos on this, but I'm going to try and show you as best as I can. So we have it all laid out. What we're going to do is pick one side, doesn't matter which, and start rolling it towards the other side like this. Gonna roll it, gonna roll it, gonna roll it. Once you get to about here, you're going to take the pieces that are facing you and kind of pinch them, and then flip it so that now this other side is facing you as well. So now both sides are facing you. And what we're going to do is clip these right sides together. Take this one as well, clip this right sides together. Okay, so now we have this little burrito, I guess, and everything is going to be sandwiched in between there. Let me see if I can find another clip. Oh, here's one. I'm going to clip these little seams here, and now what we're going to do is sew all around here. So you want to line up everything and sew all around, and making sure that you're not catching anything on the inside. Now there's what that looks like, and all you're going to do is reach inside and pull everything out. Oops, got a little rogue thread right there. I'll clip that right now. And as you can see, the armhole is nicely finished. Like that. And we're going to do the same thing with the other side. So I'm going to flip it towards me. This is the side that's done. And we're just going to do the same thing. Roll it towards the other side. Grab the side facing you. Pinch it with what you just rolled. Kind of flip it out. And then you have your two pieces that you're going to join together. So I'll do that. I went ahead and pulled it out. So now we have a piece that looks like this. And now what we're going to do is grab one side and fold it to the other, so right sides are touching. You're gonna grab the right sides that are touching, and then kind of guide it like this, find your seam, and then line it up with the other side as well. So now you kind of have this little rectangle. So here's where we're gonna sew. Make sure you line it up. So right there, go with the other side, tuck everything inside, and sew right here as well. So you want to sew across the sides of the bodice. Again, I just sewed across the sides of the bodices, and now we're going to reach in, grab our little straps of the jumper, and I'll show you what that looks like. There you go. You have our little jumper piece, and then we're going to move on to the legs now, so I'll set this aside. For the legs, you want to, I like to keep them together. So like just as I cut them, I like to keep them together, because next we're going to take one front and one back and place them right sides together. So you just want to find which one's which. Looks like this one. You can pair them up by the crotch arrow right here. So you have one set of legs together and another set of legs together, like this. And all we're going to do now is sew along the longest part of where the legs meet, and you just kind of want to ease them together. And then we're going to sew across this portion as well. So match them up a lot nicer than this, and then sew here and here for both sets of legs. Here and all along here. Here's what those look like, and now we're going to take one leg, doesn't matter which, and turn it right side out, and then we're going to put this leg inside the other leg. Make sure right sides are touching, and that you line up the bell part with the bell part. And all we're going to do is line up the crotch like this, and you're just going to sew along the crotch area. So we're going to sew all along this shape right here. So just make sure that you sew like this. And now we're going to turn everything. So we're going to take the legs out. And this is how our pants look so far, so you can see. And next we're going to add the jumper. So we have it right sides out, and all we're going to do is just place it inside. So you can choose whatever side you want to be the front as well. So we're just going to make it upside down, place it inside, and just match it up with the side seams. So side seam of the jumper to the side seam of the leg, and we're going to clip all around, and then I'm going to also clip the sections in the middle. So we have our 4 clips, and it's called quartering because we now have 4 quarters. And I'm just going to sew all around, and if I need to stretch anything, I'm just going to make sure to stretch the jumper to match the length of everything. Now we have the jumper attached to the legs, and the only other thing that's left to do is to hem the bottom. I'm going to use my cover stitch to do the hems of these bells. I did just upload a video on the cover stitch, what it does, how I use it, settings, everything like that, so you can check that out. Or you can, just hem this however you like if you don't have a cover stitch. I know twin needles are pretty popular for knits, as well as you could use a zigzag stitch, whatever you like. Here is the finished jumpsuit. Sorry, it's too long to be in the frame. I did go ahead and hem the bottom of these bells, the bell part of the pants, and that is pretty much it. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you need any additional help or there was a step that you didn't understand, do let me know. I really love this pattern, and I will include pictures of what this looks like on, so just look into the description. If there's ever any information I feel like I can give you all, I try and include it in the description. So that's it for me, and I hope you all have a great day.